Today is Friday, November 7th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. Buckle up. It's about to be a wild ride here with the temperatures as Arctic blast, an early season one at that, does set up here for the middle of the country. All the way down to the deep south, we're expecting some unusually cold air for this time of the year. Right now, the weather map doesn't show that because we have a mild air mass in the middle of the country. The cold air that I'm talking about is still way up here in Canada. Well, how does that get here so quickly? It's not this cold front. There's not a lot of cold air behind it. It's the one in the Pacific Northwest. As this zips along, that will pull the cold air southbound. And again, it's going to be all the way down to the Gulf Coast that we see some exceptionally cold temperatures for this time of the year. Today, not bad. 55 in Grand Rapids with some scattered showers with that front moving through. Same for Detroit, maybe upper 50s. 58 in Cleveland, 61 in Chicago with some showers. It's a little cooler, but not much there. Minneapolis, 63 with some sunshine in Des Moines. We got 60s for Cincinnati to Louisville, maybe a couple showers up there near Pittsburgh, maybe a thunderstorm in Nashville, and generally dry in Memphis with temperatures peaking just above 70 degrees. But look at the temperature trend here for Detroit and much of the Midwest. Over the weekend, starting tomorrow, we see that cool down beginning, and then the bottom of that cool down here Sunday and Monday will result in temperatures that barely even make it to 40. It's probably still going to be pretty cold into Tuesday. And yes, there will be some areas of snow. That'll be primarily lake effect snow. So, those lake effect favored areas could see a little bit of snow and maybe even a light accumulation with some of this happening at night. So Sunday and Monday for you in Chicago going to be the coldest. Here in the southeast, actually a pretty nice day. 74 in Wilmington, 70 in Charleston. Not quite 80, but close there in Savannah. Atlanta, you'll be 73, 80 in New Orleans, 82 in Dallas. We got 83 in Tampa and also in Miami. As we look at the temperature trend, when does that cold air get to the southeast? Well, that happens on Monday. So we got a pretty decent weekend ahead of us. But then look at this as we start the new week. This is winter jacket weather for sure. Anywhere really in the United States, but especially for folks in the southeast that are just not used to that kind of cold weather. It's a nice morning in Fort Lauderdale. It'll be warm and generally dry this afternoon. Can't rule out a passing shower late this afternoon and into this evening. Temperatures pretty mild here through the weekend. The cold air gets all the way to South Florida. Yeah, with a high of barely 70 degrees for early next week. Yeah, this is some pretty serious cold air for this time of the year. All right, that is your Friday morning weather update. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.